between prophets and imams are so close to Allah that Allah uses such an example as saying, Allahu nuru samawati wal ard. This is not an ordinary example. Allah doesn't say, there are people out there who I've created and they are this and they are that and mashallah, mashallah. No. Allah uses a similitude of His own light. He says, my light, me, the one I send to you, nurun ala nur. The verse repeats over, light upon light. If you look at the quality of light, you will see light is that which gives, it never takes. You will notice it is darkness that absorbs. Light always gives. The quality of light is always to give, not to take. But darkness, dhulumat, takes. Allah says, Allahu waliyul ladina amanu yukhrijuhum min al-dhulumati ila an-nur wal-ladina kafaru awliya'uhum at-taghut yukhrijunahum min an-nuri ila al-dhulumat ulaika ashabun nari hum fiha khalidun. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala. What does Allah say? Allahu waliyul ladina amanu. Allah is the wali, meaning the master of who? Ladina amanu. Believers. What does He do? He removes them from darkness into light. Allah waliyul ladina amanu. Yukhrijuhum min al-dhulumati ila an-nur. Meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from this verse shows by evidence that everybody has been given the light. Because Allah concludes this verse, says, وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَوْلِيَاؤُهُمُ الطَّاغُوتِ. Taghut is anyone other than Allah. Our money, our idols, ourselves, our children, our pride, our everything other than Allah and His commandment is taghut. Allah says, فَمَنْ يَكْفُرْ بِالطَّاغُوتِ وَيُؤْمِنْ بِاللَّهِ فَقَدْ اسْتَمْسَكَ بِالْعُرْوَةِ الْوُثْقَى. If you do the kufr of taghut, reject them, and you believe in Allah, وَيُؤْمِن بِاللَّهِ فَقَدْ اسْتَمْسَكَ بِالْعُرْوَةِ الْوُثْقَى لَا انْفِصَامَ لَهَا. You then will be holding to the rope firmly, and this rope will not break. It's a firm answer Allah gives. So taghut is anyone other than yu'min billah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَوْلِيَاؤُهُمُ الطَّاغُوتِ, whose masters are the taghut, يُخْرِجُونَهُمْ min an-nuri ila dhulumat. They remove them from light to dark. It implies that those people who are the followers of Taghut were in light before. Then they were taken into darkness. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing that this nur has been given to everybody. But it is the kafir who is rejected. He was not born in darkness. He was born with guidance. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. So Allah is giving me an example. This blessed tree is a tree which He has chosen. شَجَرَةٍ مُبَارَكَةٍ زَيْتُونَةٍ لَا شَرْقِيَّةٍ وَلَا غَرْبِيَّةٍ. You cannot claim it to be yours. It is Allah's exclusive tree. The tree of Nuh and Ibrahim and Musa and Isa and Ismail and Ishaq. This is a blessed tree, Allah says. I have chosen them for myself. He says, light upon light, one prophet to the next. Sometimes together, coming together, light upon light, sometimes one after the other. Nurun ala nur. And Allah says, Yahdillahu li nurihi man yasha. Allah guides to this light whoever He wills. Now one might say, what do you mean whoever He wills? Does Allah choose? Does He choose some of us and He rejects others? So therefore Allah is not just? Wrong. Allah guides everybody. الَّذِي خَلَقَ فَسَوَّى وَالَّذِي قَدَّرَ فَهَدَى. He guides everybody. Everybody has been guided. Whether we are Muslims or non-Muslims, we have been guided in our own capacities. Some of us have been given clearer lights, but everybody has been guided. وَنَفْسِ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. We perfected this soul. We taught this soul wrong and right. That's the elementary level of guidance which every human being possesses. And it is simple enough that you and I can have discussions with people of other faiths, people who have no faith, and we can still talk as human beings and debate and have discussions about our faith because we do share common grounds when it comes to وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. You have been taught, they have also been taught. When you say to an atheist, is it good to steal? He says, no. When you say to an atheist, is it good to kill? He says, no. Is it good to lie? He says, no. This, فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. We taught him. He knows. No human being on Judgment Day can stand in front of Allah and says, I didn't know. And if such an individual does exist, for argument's sake, Allah is adil. He says, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. We don't put a burden on you except that which you can handle. So if you did not truly receive guidance, then your judgment will be based on the little that you had. Alaikum salam. This is very important. So Allah is saying to me in the Quran, He says this niche is special and it glitters like star. Why? Because it's a clear sign of beauty as well as guidance. Look in the night. See the skies. وَلَقَدْ زَيَّنَّا السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا بِمَصَابِيحَ وَجَعَلْنَاهَا رُجُومًا لِلشَّيَاطِينَ. And we stop the shayateen from crossing it. There's a deep metaphor in there. The stars. Some of the most beautiful sights we have is the stars in the night. You find people at night when they go to sleep these days, they have this little glow-in-the-dark stars, you know, they stick it in the ceilings. When they go to sleep, when you shut the lights off, it's starry. Allah has designed that to suit your eyes and make you feel comfortable. How merciful is Allah? You go to Australia, you go to the northern regions of Iran, where there's minimal light. You have never seen anything so spectacular in your life. You just want to lie down on the ground and not even blink because it's the most spectacular vision a person can experience. Just the nighttime, the stars, the glitter, it's so incredible. Allah says, look, كَوْكَبٌ دُرِّيٌّ يُوكَدُ مِنْ شَجَرَةٍ مُبَارَكَةٍ. The similitude in this certain ayat al-Nur, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is explaining who are His representatives. I want you and I to understand deeply. This is not a matter of joke for you and I to say, let's put these personalities aside when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Himself has chosen them. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Now I ask you the following question. Some people say, why should we go and ask the Prophet and mention his name, you know? Allah is the one who should be worshipped. Who's denying that? Who's denying that Allah should be worshipped? Ask a Hindu, he'll tell you the same thing. The Hindu will tell you, we're worshipping these idols. But really, ultimately, we're worshipping God. Ask the Christians, you worship Christ? Says, yeah, but you know, we're worshipping God. Bottom line, we're worshipping God. So the argument is, anybody who is theistic in his faith ultimately will boil down to you and say to you, you're right, I am submitting to God. So the argument falls on that level. That look, you're worshipping God, I'm worshipping God. By the way, this is where pluralism comes into play. Where people who say, it doesn't matter which religion you belong to, as long as we're all worshipping the same God, ultimately it doesn't matter. But Quran shatters this idea. He says, هُوَ الَّذِي أَرْسَلَ رَسُولَهُ بِالْهُدَى وَدِينِ الْحَقِّ لِيُظْهِرَهُ عَلَى الدِّينِ كُلِّهِ وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ شَهِيدًا وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ وَكِيلًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us example. He it is who sent prophets. وَالَّذِي أَرْسَلَ رَسُولَهُ بِالْهُدَى, with guidance. وَالَّذِي أَرْسَلَ رَسُولَهُ بِالْهُدَى وَدِينِ الْحَقِّ, the religion of truth. Why? So it should wipe out, it should oversee, it should supersede all other religions. So if someone was to say that pluralism is accepted, that any religion is good because ultimately we're worshipping God, then this ayah just alone, besides the plethora of ayahs in the Quran, shatters this idea instantaneously. If that is the case, then Allah should never have sent prophets to us, because we would have dilly-dallied and dangled our ways to Allah anyway. And why bother 124,000 prophets and make them suffer in this world, and that they should be so methodical and they should be so infallible? So you and I later, 1400 days later, can say, it doesn't matter, your religion, my religion, everything is hodgepodge good? Are we playing games with the laws of Allah? That Allah sends prophets methodically, with perfection, at perfect moments, and puts them through trials and difficulty, and tests them, and brings them as evidence. So you and I, 1400 days later, can say, it's okay, it doesn't matter? No, you and I don't tell Allah the religion it should be. Allah tells us the religion it should be. Otherwise, there is no reason to worship Allah. If Allah is not my lawgiver, if Allah is not the one who tells me how I should live in this world, I don't need Him.